This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge, sanctioned by the U.S. government. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
Good evening, everybody. What a shit show this is. Game time was wrong. I was wrong. I predicted Dallas 33-31. Okay, Bruce Banner. There you go. Keep running your mouth behind a microphone, tough guy. How about that? I did say it would be close. It's not close. I hope this settles all of the we got to go out and give up both of our number one picks. I told everybody to wait and see. And I've waited and I've seen enough. What's up, Fly Parks? Congratulations to your Eagles, brother. They got their job done. Again, I was right about that one, Bruce, but you never say anything nice, so thank you. All of a sudden, Bruce Banner's awful chirpy tonight, and Bobby Murphy, too. Is Dak still MVP or nah? Well, after this game, no. I would say no. Nobody said he was the MVP. They were saying he was having a great season. Now you played the number one defense. And it is what it is. Only the Dallas Cowboys, though, it seems like they have any sort of injuries. They use it as an excuse. I'm not using it as an excuse. Again, I'm here, rain or shine. I don't, it don't matter. I'll be here regardless. So, what's up, Jesse? How you doing, brother? Well, I guess I know it's not a great inning.
Not a great day for both of us. And then top things off, Brian. After that massacre I fell down the stairs and hurt my back.
Really? Wow.
I can't win the win, brother. I can't win the win.
Wow. Yeah, I stopped the Eagle game right about halftime. I wasn't going to do a live stream. The guys in the Zoom call were like, yeah, do a live stream. I did a live stream, and then a few of them were over at Mark's the whole time. Now Mark's doing game time his channel member live stream. So again,
I saw you. That's why I thought I was over there.
It's kind of ridiculous. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Live and learn.
It's ridiculous. Live and learn. I think right now it's going to be the run for number one pick. Unfortunately.
Well, listen. I just hope that, and we'll get into the Cowboys. The game technically isn't over. They're losing 44-24. I don't think it was that close, to be honest with you, if that sounds anything. But I just hope that Cam Scatterbo can bounce back. That's what I'm hoping.
Well, the last I heard was it was dislocated.
It wasn't through the skin, right?
No, it wasn't broken.
Because my brother's, my son's like, it was through the skin. I'm like, oh,
Brian, I'm like, oh my God.
Because if it's through the skin, then for a running back, that's bad.
It was just dislocated. That's all.
All right. Well, I mean, I believe he'll come back, but
take your time.
Digging into the numbers here, digging into the numbers of this game, Dallas. Well, their defense, right? Their defense, and
what the heck? You mean 11 guys
early in the game? I've seen it multiple times this year where Dak Prescott early in the game will, he gets too cocky, right? We saw Surtain out of the game, and they were doubling CD and putting Surtain on Pickens.
Yep.
And once Sertan went out, they were still doubling CD, and he forced the ball to CD Lamb, and
Should've
that
run
was
the
the
ball
one
like
that
I
was
said.
intercepted. Now, again, this is the number one defense, but Dak early on was running. I didn't like the play calling. I did not, but
Oh yeah.
we lost to a better football team. That is first and foremost. Better coached football team, I believe. I didn't mind, but I think once you get down, and that first interception was a gift. Number 25 should be cut. He stinks.
Oh yeah.
He stinks. It's ridiculous.
That defense to be revamped immediately. It's ridiculous.
Well, listen, Bobby Murphy, make no mistake. Against a lesser defense, he'll probably put up 30 easy on your team, Bobby. So keep up the aggression, my man. Against this team, you can't afford to do that. And I noticed Tyler Guyton early on, our left tackle, was getting cooked by the little guy, the speedy dude for Denver. I don't know if it was a matchup, size, it's just too fast for him, but that was creating problems for Dak Prescott. Again, this is why you need to have these checks along the way.
Was it Sam Williams had that one play and then bam gets up like what the hell? As a crazy?
Well, Sam Williams is a guy who is without contract, so he's trying to make big plays. So he doesn't know how to stay home and hold the edge. He just wants to attack the quarterback. If I was an offense and he's in the game, I'm running it right at him. A little misdirection back his way. It's going to be wide open every time. Again, save your picks. Now, in saying that, we're going to win next Monday, right? So that's all well and good. We'll go into the bye, and our division is what it is. Oh, Hallie's here. I thought she would be with Mark Holmes. I know I saw her all day with Mark. I'm surprised she's over here. Guyton was on the injury report. Maybe they intentionally put a smaller, faster guy on him. Clemente, that's very possible. That's very possible. Very, very possible. Really, Dak only scored 20 points last time. Again, I'm just telling you that the defense we played today is number one in the league. Yours is mid-pack, below mid-pack, or at least coming in today's game, you were, I think, 26th overall in defense. So I would be less worried about the Eagles. They didn't score much more points today. I don't think it had much to do with Dak as far as, the whole defense. Dallas couldn't do much. Oscar Preedy, Bruce, no excuses. Our defense is horrible. Even Bengals defense, which sucks, is better than us. Bengals defense is probably better than ours. Absolutely. We're last in the league, Oscar. We're last in the league.
Yeah. If there was a rank that is a non-ranking, defense would be our defense would be it. It was so atrocious.
Yeah. Well,
I can't believe it.
I guess I'm glad I didn't get to see it then.
Well, again, it was atrocious on many levels, Phil. Again, we get a gift interception from Bo Nix. That was just the receiver ran the wrong route, or whatever. He wasn't. It was one of those. You either go inside or outside. He threw it outside, and that's where the corner was. If you threw it inside, it might be a touchdown because, I'm sure there was a safety there, but it wasn't good coverage. He just threw it right at 25. And then, it just got uglier from there. We went all the way down to the 1 yard line, Phil. In the first half alone, we had 6 stop the clock penalties. We had 6 penalties that were
Guyton and all that,
pre-snap.
That was crazy.
6 penalties pre-snap. That's illegal motion, not getting set, false start,
Golden.
defensive lined up in a neutral zone. Again, it's ridiculous. And you saw Riley Moss, who's not very good, and in the second half. But by that time, it was already set sail. It was already down the road. So it's ridiculous, really, absolutely ridiculous. So, but again, this is a good thing. So all you people who want us to go invest and get some stud player and give up both number ones, I ask you, this is what you needed to see against one of the best. Yeah, we had this team possibly going to the Super Bowl. Now it looks like that they're still on a good trajectory, Denver. I think they need to do some things, but it's good to see this. You had a measuring stick on the road and you failed miserably. So that's good. Now what? Now what are you going to say, Jerry? I mean, like, what's Jerry Jones going to say now? You didn't watch the game, Phil?
I got to see like little flashes. Like, I mean, obviously, when I look at it, I mean, defense. I mean, when you can't score on the Patrick Surtain goes out real quickly, and then you can't score. I think that's an omen for the day and how it's going to start. Not obviously as a player, you can't get focused on behind that.
Why does Dak do that? Why does Dak get so happy with going to CD on a double team when Surtain's out of the game? It's 1-on-1 on the other side with Pickens down near the end zone. And
I mean, as a quarterback, I'd take the slant over the fade any day,
even though he's double teamed.
I mean, it technically wasn't double team; it was a zone and a man coverage. I mean,
it was intercepted. So I mean. So
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, when I didn't see that, I'm talking about the touchdown. You're talking about the first down, Surtain's out. I'm talking about that. That's all I got
in the first half.
Yeah, I didn't see any of that, so I don't know what any of that.
When the game was in question, that's what I was. Literally, first quarter. Dallas was running the ball a little bit early on. Javonte had a couple nice runs. I didn't think they stuck with the run, but again, Dallas is horrible on first and second down. Dallas was giving up over 11 yards a run at some point, Phil.
Well, I mean, here again, like it's one of those things where, we had a good feeling about the team going into it. I mean, it's understandable. But when you look at it, I mean, a top offense versus top defense, usually defense wins, and you're hoping you can win at least more than half those battles. And that's you winning half those battles, and that's not your defense giving up more than 75% of those battles. So it's like, it's either way. I mean, I as much as even if the offense, the offense needs to score more than a certain amount of points. Yeah, I mean, I get that, but at the same time, I mean, until we get a really good defense that consistently shows up every single week, it's just going to be hard to be. It's consistently contending. I mean, it's always going to feel like we're falling from behind, or it's when I don't know, man. It's just kind of. With the defense, that's the part where we're talking about, I don't want to go out and spend draft picks on like our number ones and everything. But if you can get a good deal for a guy, I definitely am not in that whole thing that Crosby's even a possibility. But, if those type of guys, if you're giving away ones and stuff like that for, then, I can understand. But, otherwise, yeah, don't try to throw away everything right now, because honestly, you need to start building that defense in the next coming year or so.
Yeah, real quick, shout out to Bobby Babinski. He called me earlier. His wife got some bad news, so everybody say a prayer for Bobby.
Yeah, prayers there,
Bobby Schmurder.
Yeah, of course. His team won and our team lost. I mean, that's usually how Hamid's right there.
Well, yeah, that's how he rolls. Again,
that's how he.
You gotta understand.
Another thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, just wanted to say, eat my crow. Congratulations, Rob and Eagle fans.
Well, that one was a little
Thanks,
easier. I would think we kind of. I don't know what the final score was.
Yeah, that's understandable, Joey Garcia. I mean, yeah, it is a chance for Dak to go, but when your offensive tackle is jumping offside or false starting and stuff, I mean, you didn't hike the ball. I mean,
I was gonna say it didn't help.
It's quick to jump that way, guys, but
I'm not
again, you guys got to get out of that mindset and try to look at the whole game. Like, this is beyond just the quarterback, man.
Yeah, and having 63 yards and penalties in the first half alone did not help. Matters at all.
Well, let's put it this way. This is the number one defense in the league. They had 34 sacks coming in. I saw at least 2. They ran the ball down our throat. They threw the ball at will. Dak Prescott was feeling the pressure to score every drive. So when there was
Excuses.
something,
Those are stats, dude. Bruce, you high as shit. You're just talking. Remember, you high. You can't say
he's on Madden now.
coherent things. He's high on a lot and
he's
a
playing
win.
Madden right now. Don't tell
That's
him
what I'm
what
saying.
he does.
That's what I'm saying. Excuses.
44-24 final.
I mean, I didn't see the game, but I'm putting it together. I'm hearing what's
I
happening.
watched
I'm
it. It
looking at
wasn't
stuff.
good.
It's not like, it's.
Red
I'm
zone.
not looking at a box score.
Red zone. 4 for 5 for Denver.
Excuses.
Damn.
4 for 5. Dallas was 2 for 4. But
You guys got to come with more than that, man. You guys don't.
well, this is their
talk
pound
like
of
get
flesh, man.
use your vocabulary, guys. Excuses. Those are caveman type of
I
stuff.
can imagine
He's high
Dak's
as a
PPF
kite
is
right
like
now.
60.
They
I
all
can
of
imagine his PPF is like 60, rating 60.
He's Laramie Tunsil right now.
Wow.
Just let me go over some of the stats here, and then we'll the team stats. I know people love that. Bo Nix, 19 for 29, 4 touchdowns and an interception, and the one interception was not even. It wasn't nothing that the defense did. That was more of a hey, we ran the in, I threw the out. The corner was so faked out that he caught it. He almost dropped it, but he did catch it. J.K. Dobbins, 15 carries. 15 carries for 100 and what was it? Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Box score. 15 for 111. 111. RJ Harvey.
Yard average.
Yeah, 7.4 yards per carry. RJ Harvey, 7 for 46. We liked him coming out of the draft. Yeah, well, yeah. We liked him coming out. It seemed like on first down, there was just 7, 8, 9 yards. RJ Harvey, 7 for 46, 6.6 yards per carry. So it really didn't matter who it was. RJ Harvey got the touchdowns. Receiving, Troy Franklin. Again, this was Oregon. Here. I'll share my screen here. Oregon Ducks here. Troy Franklin, 6 for 89, 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Troy Franklin. I gotta mute Loyal because I'm hearing myself. Alex Singleton, we liked him. Yeah, he was a free agent not too long ago. 11 tackles, 2 solo. Again, there's not much on defense. Once Elijah Clark went out and he was getting cooked when he was in there, other than Deron Bland, who you could tell they weren't throwing at, it was ugly, Phil. We lost more people. Now, all this talk about Kellen Carson, I believe he was active. Was he not? And how come he's not playing? Does anybody know why he's not playing?
He got injured. He was holding his side, so I don't know if it was a rib
No,
or
it's Kalen
what he did.
Carson, I was talking about.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
Carson
thinking of
wasn't.
somebody.
Yeah.
Then who
Yeah.
was it that went out to the sidelines?
It was
They hit the
Clark.
cameraman?
It was Clark. He was playing safety.
Oh, Clark.
Right,
Okay,
it was
that's
Clark.
why I got the names
It's
mixed up. Their names are so
it's
similar.
the free agent out of Syracuse. We are banged up in the back half, but that's no excuse. I mean, we weren't stopping the run. I saw Mozzie Smith getting turned a half dozen times.
Yeah, when I
Again,
see on the Twitter, it goes the Broncos possessions: interception, touchdown, touchdown, punt, touchdown, touchdown, field goal, touchdown, touchdown.
Damn.
when
Like,
you
what do
don't
want me
make
to
a
tell you?
punt, right?
Like, we don't take.
So again, that's a problem. So, you had your big test. It was closed for a little bit, but once you could not get the touchdowns and take advantage of anything, I think they could have. They just didn't execute on offense like they should have, like they could. And, they get down to the 1 yard line, Phil, and then, of course, they get the what was the penalty? Illegal shift or
Yeah.
or no?
Yeah,
it was
illegal
motion.
no, it was what's his name? Tyler Guyton. They blamed it on somebody
Oh,
else,
it's,
but it was Guyton. It was a
Yeah, it
5
was a
yard
false start.
false start. So then all of a sudden now it's goal to go from the 6. You still need to get in, but against the number 1 defense, it's a lot harder.
They look terrible.
They overcomplicated. George Pickens had a good day, 7 for 78. CD got doubled most of the day, 7 for 74. Jalen Tolbert, well, the one was late, so we're not gonna. That's about it.
Lou?
Jake Ferguson was held without a catch, 0 catches. He led the league from the tight end position in yardage and catches. Jake Ferguson, 0. Kavontae Turpin, we didn't even see him, Kavontae Turpin, until well into the game, and that was a mistake. To me, we saw the CD Lamb get the ball in the backfield again on the sweep, and I'm like, what are we doing? We just came back from injury. Is this what? Instead of running Kavontae Turpin, we decided to run CD Lamb. Jaden Blue fumbled.
Yeah.
And I don't think he got it back, Rob. To be honest,
He didn't. He didn't get it back. But it was a good break for Dallas.
But I mean, at that point, the only
game was over.
It was over at that point. Anyway, it was just gonna look worse. I guess that's all I got. That's there really wasn't much. I mean, there really wasn't much. They tried to play man a little bit, Phil, but they didn't have the bodies. They were number 25. I didn't even know his name. They're bringing these guys off the street. Not Reddy Stewart, the other guy.
Come on, Bridges.
Bridges.
Lloyd Bridges?
Yeah, Lloyd Bridges. That's the problem. They got Lloyd Dobler playing the corner. Lloyd from Dumb and Dumber playing playing corner. Again, it's no excuse. Hey D, how are you? Congrats to the Eagles again. They looked good. It was an interesting first half. Once it got to what it was, I knew it was going to get worse. I don't even know what the final score was, but I know it was pretty big. Listen, they're winning. That's all that matters. And we had our first real test, not counting the first game of the year, which is kind of I would say the first few games of the year. This is a test, right? Everybody says they're playing good. Not so much. Dallas moves to 1-4 on the road. So, that's a problem, people. But anyway, I'll go around. No particular person. Whoever feels like talking. What's your thought on the game? Anybody?
I got a new name for our defense. 911.
Well, we were last coming in, so I don't know how much further we dropped, but
911 equals 11, so 11 shitty players, so it's 911 defense.
Yeah.
Or you take my one idea, 22 legs.
Yeah. Well, listen. Biblical stinker, Mouse. Yes, it was. It was a biblical stinker.
Our defense was so bad they couldn't even catch COVID. That's how bad it was.
Twiz, I know about
That's a good one.
It happened.
That's a good one.
I mean, it's horrible, man. It's. I don't know what else to say, man. They're just bad.
Right.
They're bad. And
we're an embarrassment. We're not just bad. We are an embarrassment defense.
I blame Eberflus, man. I don't care. How about anybody says Eberflus has to go. Week in and week out, you got to get these guys ready, man. You're the coordinator, and you need to go out there and own it. If they're not performing the way you want them to perform.
Well, what is Eberflus's contract? That's what I asked earlier, and I don't know if anybody heard me ask her.
No, he's not going anywhere. I think they need to get. Again, I don't know. I'm not going to argue with Loyal. I mean, I'm just, you saw what they were attacking. You heard Sean Payton coming out of halftime. He told you from his own mouth what they were doing. He said, we saw their secondary other than Bland, and we attacked it. Our plan is to attack it. When you're playing, Rob, you could speak to this. Believe it or not, they played man defense, but they were still 8 yards off. So it's not even a zone, right? You're not even playing off, and then when you're playing man, you cannot be that far off.
You might as well play on a bench.
You have to press. You can't go no more than 5 yards, if that.
I mean,
like when you're playing man.
You may
that was kind of
for
like
a touchdown. You may, but okay.
Right.
So you don't get beat on one play, you get beat on 3 or 4 plays down the field, you know what I mean,
Right.
and give up a touchdown. So it makes you wonder when you look at Dallas's scores. How did we keep the Eagles to 24? How did we keep a lot of these other teams? Because, you know, we're going to win most of the games if we keep them under 25 points. We will. I mean, because I think our offense, especially at home, scores a lot. But if you can't score on the road, then you're not a real good team defensively. It's no excuse. But if you can't, because you know they're going to score at home. You know that, so you can give up more at home. But on the road, you can't give up 44 points. You can't. And Dak was trying to force some stuff. Instead of taking what was there, he was forcing it because he saw the defense not stopping anybody.
I don't think he was ever in rhythm today. I think that offensive line just really didn't hold up for him. And he seemed like he had a little bit of happy feet throughout the game where that offensive line didn't do him any justice to give him any time to get into any rhythm.
Yeah. I didn't know Riley Moss led the league or whatever. He was like, it took us a while to get to him, you know. I know they were helping him when Surtain was there, but Surtain wasn't in there that much.
That much, right.
So you would expect more. Now, again, easier said than done with that pass rush. They lead the league in sacks. They lead the league in quarterback hits. They lead the league in defense in pretty much every category. So
I'm gonna say this to all the trolls that I mean, and we do bad. I know
their day, man.
We have a bad defense. We have a bad football team, but I'm not going to stop liking the Cowboys no matter what.
No one expects you to, man. I bleed green regardless. I mean, I get it. I mean,
we'll get better.
Yeah,
we'll be back.
That's not even a question.
Out this year.
Right.
We'll definitely be back.
I mean, what are we talking
about? I could say the same thing of my team, though. We got our ass handed to us. And we can't even blame the altitude.
That's what being a true fan is about. It's not about just going out disappearing for weeks and time.
No. I mean,
being here.
We've won 3 playoff games in 29 years, and I started a Cowboy YouTube channel. I ain't going anywhere. People can run their mouth all they want. I ain't going anywhere. Go smoke your pot and talk your shit. I don't give a fuck.
Rob, my team lost. I fell down the stairs. My back's hurt, but I'm still here taking my lumps.
Yeah, man. I hear you, man. That's just what a true fan does. And, you know, my heart goes out to you on that Scadaboo injury because that was just horrible. I don't wish that on anybody.
I like Scadaboo, man.
It's not broken. Terrible. It's dislocated. That's all.
That's good.
He'll bounce back, man. He's tough.
He'll bounce back.
It was facing the other way. What's up? How about them Cowboys?
Scared the shit out of me.
How about them?
Yeah, it was tough.
We tried to tell you. Well, you know. Thank you, I guess. I'm riding with my Cowboys every day. Football fanatic. That's what we do.
As you should.
Nah, Eagles drew. Of course I'm upset. Not so much that they lost, but I got the people, you know, that like to come in only when
whoa.
They lose.
I'm a troll. How am I a troll, Jimbo? How am I a troll? I don't understand.
It says an elite. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. I don't know what Jimbo's talking about. Dislocated is way better than break. Praying for the
See,
Fly Parks is a class sack.
Thank you, Angelo.
D'Angelo prayers for Scadaboo. Yes, Linda.
Thank you.
Hate to see it. Scadaboo, Bellinger go down. Yeah, Bellinger got hurt too. Thank you, Linda.
Yeah, still wait for his report. We got some injuries right and left, man. We were not prepared. We were not prepared.
Eagles ran all over the Giants' defense, says Bobby. Well, Bobby, everybody runs against the Giants. Look at the stats. Now I'm just saying. I didn't. You know, when you look it up, they're not good against the run. It's like, are we surprised that Dallas gave up 40 points today? I was hoping that we could do a better job. I should have known better, but you know what I mean? I mean, I don't know. Rob A, has Abdul Carter done anything this year?
Not quite.
I mean, that's a serious question.
Burns,
I'm not trying to troll.
Yeah. No, Burns is the one stepping up for them, but Abdul Carter has not stepped up and played to the potential of what a high draft pick.
Oh,
should
they
be
were
playing
talking
that.
Micah Parsons.
Right.
They were
And this
like,
is
he's
what
a
I was
rookie
afraid
still.
of when we were saying, "Ooh, I'm like, this
hey,
is what
but,
happens."
and see, Micah balled out his rookie year. I thought that, I thought Abdul Carter would be like a double sack, player this year.
Well, I
Yeah,
think he should
I
at
agree.
least have more than what he has, basically, or
Yeah,
because of Dexter Lawrence taking up so
Yes.
much space in the middle.
Yep.
That should free up that one-on-one
that's-
for him at the edge to win those one-on-one matchups,
And
to have a better
and
stat
is that
than he
another
does.
example, Rob, of why Dexter Lawrence is a really good football player, yet they can't stop the run? So
Right.
sometimes it's not about having a player. Maybe I don't know. Maybe this goes to Loyal's point. Maybe it's not about. I mean, we don't have a Dexter Lawrence. I get it, but what I'm saying is, maybe it's something. Maybe it is the coordinator. Maybe it's just not going to work. Now it's
I was
worked
gonna
at
say that.
times. It's worked at times, though. But albeit against bad teams, you got to be able to do it against a good team. But we came in last. I'm more disappointed in our offense. I'm not that much disappointed in the defense. I mean, okay, maybe.
And here's my thing: is the
I had
players
them
are
scoring 31, so wasn't that far off. But
I mean, and if players are giving up on the defensive coordinator, then he needs to step in and tell them, "Look, y'all," or something. He needs to be that guy, because it just seems like to me they're just giving up on this guy. That they're just looking at him like whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, you're losing the locker room too early in the season, and that's not a good
No
sign.
shit.
Yes, that's exactly the words on my mouth, Rob. Is someone say they lost control of the locker room.
Yeah, if they don't buy into his message, man, that defense is just not going to get better. It's just going to just stay bad. And
That's
it's
what I'm
not
saying.
sustainable for Dak to continue to put up those kind of points, especially when you play such a good defense on the road. I mentioned it last time I was on our live stream. I mean, it's been over a week, but I mentioned it that Denver's a hard place to play anyway. And if you're gonna win, you have to expose Riley Moss. And I don't think that they did a good job of. I mean, he had penalties and stuff today, but I don't think Dak played as good as he could have played today. I mean, that whole offense was kind of a no-show, no running game. Offensive line didn't show up, and
I agree with
Dak
that.
didn't show up.
I agree, but I think it's unfair to say Dak lost them the game. I think that's
I'm not.
No,
saying
I know
that.
you didn't, but I'm just saying
yeah.
that's what people are going to run with, and I guess that sells newspapers or whatever. That's cool, but that's really not the case. Did he help you? Throwing the ball, it was not really. It was mid. It was mid at best, but he tried to force it against a great defense. That's what happens. So, but yeah, it was a total mess. I'm just curious to see how many penalties we had.
Last time I counted was like 10.
Game time. Do you think kind of like what we talked about last time, like when I was on, how you mentioned about the tush push and where we're too reliant on that. I think Dallas. I mean, because again, early in that game when you guys got that pick, I thought for sure Dak was going to score a touchdown. Especially, I know he got that penalty where it put him at the 6, but you got to get it in the end zone. You can't settle for field goals.
Yep.
That deep in the red zone.
Oh,
you
I
can't
agree with you.
That ball.
That set the tone for the game. That
Yep.
first
Exactly.
drive, we only got a field goal.
Yeah, me.
Right.
There was another time where we had the ball. It was at our own 44. I get it, people. I get it. This isn't Madden, but when you're playing, when your defense can't stop anybody, you need to really put them in a one-dimensional. I would have went for it. It was like 4th and 3 or something, 4th and 4. Maybe it was a little longer. Maybe it was 4th and 5. But at our own 44, I would have went for it. Surtain was out of the game. It seemed like they were getting penalties at an alarming rate, Dallas, towards, the second half. I just feel like it was there. They just didn't. I didn't like what they did. Again, they act like they're a good defensive team that can keep it close and win it at the end. That's not how you are. You got to be a little more aggressive. Sorry, you do. You have to be more aggressive. I'm trying to find the penalties, and I can't find the fucking penalties.
The last count I was it Hallie? Hallie, was it like 10?
It was 9 or 10.
Well, and I think the officials were trying to even it up before the end, to make it look, I really do. I think the officials were trying to. All right, first downs. This is This makes no sense to me. I think this is definitely garbage, but I don't know that Dallas did anything at the end of the yard.
Had 9 for 80.
Okay.
9 penalties for 80 yards.
Okay.
Denver had 7 for 42.
And 5 of them was against Riley Moss.
First
First downs, 15. Rushing first. Yeah. See, these numbers don't show the real. Dallas is 4 for 11. They were 5 for 8 on third down. The problem is Denver never got the third down. That's the problem. Nope. The problem is Denver never got to third down. They were getting chunks on first and second down. Total yards, 426 to 339. Drives were the same. Okay, yards per pass, Dallas 6.2, and not good. Dallas was only sacked 2 times. It seemed a lot more than that. But we got no pressure, none on. One time, I think Ezeraku got to, I think he put a hit on, was it Ezeraku? Maybe it was there was another time, too, I think we blitzed and got home and hit him, but he had already got rid of the ball, and it was an unbelievable pass to, I might have been, that wasn't the touchdown, but it was the layout pass to Cortland Sutton. Rushing, 179. Yards per rush, 6.4 for the Broncos.
Yep.
Penalties, there you go, 9. It seemed worse than that. Dallas had 2 turnovers. Really could have been 3. Dak did not have a good game. Dak was 19 for 31. No touchdowns. So prime time, again, 3-4-1. We sit here. You know what they do, right? They're going to come back and win next week on Monday night, even though Kyler Murray's never lost at AT&T. But, how big is that game now, Phil?
Oh, definitely. I mean, you got to keep yourself at least your head floating above water in that sense of like 500. But I don't know, man. When this defense is doing what it does, I mean, even games like next week, for example, is nothing guaranteed.
No, it's not guaranteed.
Yeah, I mean, nothing's guaranteed, obviously, but that's their
At
pattern.
Home, they play better, though.
Up, down, all that kind of stuff, just to give you enough hope.
I love the Denver uniforms, though. Can I just say, I wish they would wear them all the time. Those are the ones I like. So I like the Eagles, Kelly Greens too. I would rather see that every week.
You know who you have to worry about next week in that Arizona game? Because I know
it's Monday Night Football, or Sunday night, or it's Sunday or Monday,
Yeah,
I think it's a Monday night, I believe.
It's either Sunday
we're
night.
Not going to play. Yeah, we're not going to play a Sunday game for what, 2-3 weeks?
Yeah, you got a Monday night game
followed by the bye week.
Yeah,
and then at the Raiders. Yeah.
Well, Marvin Harrison's going to draw a lot of attention, but I'm going to tell you the X factor in that game is that Trey McBride. You guys got to watch out for Trey McBride. Mm-hmm. That kid from CSU is such a good tight end, and he has some good hands.
I'm looking at the Jets got their first win today. Interesting.
Yeah, I was just saying, what the hell?
Just
Cincinnati.
Yeah, I know. Well, weren't they up huge? Because I remember telling somebody, I was on the phone with somebody, I'm like, fucking Cincinnati's rolling.
Garbage, man.
Keep winning, Jets. Keep winning. I want that first round pick.
Got the Dolphins.
Yeah, I think they said they were doing it for the one that just passed away.
Nick Mangold. Yeah, I was watching Sexy Rexy, and he was hysterically crying. Yeah, that was his guy. So, again, sucks, man. Nick Mangold, 41 years old.
Crazy.
41. 2 weeks ago, he was asking for a kidney, and
he
went quick after that.
That's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Dolphins 34-10 over the Falcons. Wow.
Who the fuck that was?
34-10. Jets.
Ooh, I can imagine the spread there.
39-38. Jets over the Bengals. Patriots keep on rolling. 32-13. 38-20 was the final. Eagles blow out the Giants.
Yeah.
Bills 40-9. So much for the Panthers being good, huh? We lost.
Back to reality.
Well, their quarterback was out today too.
Yeah, that's true. Ravens 30-16, even without Lamar over the Bears.
Right.
Texans, I actually called that one. That's one of the ones I called. Texans outright 26-15 against the Niners.
Oh, Niner gang.
Bang, bang. Buccaneers blow out the Saints 23-3. Dallas gets blown out 44-24. The Colts 7-1 Colts 38-14. The Daniel Jones led Colts. I would
Oh
say
my
more,
God.
Rob. I would say the Jonathan Taylor led
Taylor,
Colts.
yep.
I hate to say it, game time. I hate to say this is he's getting to MVP talking now.
That's what happens, though. Yeah, I mean, now like people are trying to take away how well Dax played because of this game. Nobody said he was the MVP. I always said he's going to have a very good year. I still maintain that. It's just it wasn't his day today. But it seems like Danny Dimes is on a roll. But Jonathan Taylor, 12 carries. That's it for 153 and 2 touchdowns. But I believe he had some pass catches too. Jonathan Taylor is the complete package. Jonathan Taylor, 12 catches, or no, excuse me. Jonathan, not only 2 for 21, but he did have a receiving touchdown as well. So crazy. Very, very nuts, man. Very nuts. So, and then obviously we have the game. You got KC versus Washington. Tomorrow. What's the night game? Oh, Steelers and
Packers.
Yeah, Packers. I kind of think Packers. I'm obviously rooting against Micah, but I see a Green Bay coming off the bye, beating up Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers might be yelling at his linemen again. But anyway, Jonathan Taylor MVP. CZ, right now, I don't think, or at least Offensive Player of the Year, I don't see how anybody can say anything otherwise. Wouldn't it be funny if it's Daniel Jones versus Jonathan Taylor for MVP?
Not funny at all.
Well, again, he's doing it with an actual offensive line.
Exactly, Green. Like I said at the start of the season, you got to have an O-line.
So, Hallie Pierce, I take it you watched the whole game?
Almost. I stopped watching about the last 5 minutes. I was having to get some things done in the kitchen, trying to get dinner done.
But basically, you watched.
Yeah, I saw most of it. Yeah,
We both watched it.
Yeah,
Oh my
I was
God.
disappointed. I think the most disappointing I was right before the half when they had an opportunity to put even to kick a long field goal. Okay, I really thought, okay, it's an opportunity to put points on the board and then get the ball in the third quarter. They did score in the third quarter, but that was the one where Dak forced the ball in the middle of the field and threw the pick, when I was kind of hoping I would see a long Aubrey attempt. It's like, why are they not giving him a... I mean, the
70-yarder.
It was a 71-yarder, but I guarantee you he was making them from beyond that. And
I think he would have made it.
he has the leg for it. I mean, he
does.
So I'm not going to
thin air too.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that damn guy has a Terminator leg.
Maybe I know it sounds
Best player
weak
on your team.
but maybe that's the guy that's going to have to do something to fire somebody up. But again, when I saw the injury report towards the end of the week, I was surprised. Once I realized a baby was out, I was a little bit concerned. Now, it didn't hurt them that much, but I think it did. I think it did hurt them in the run game. Dallas really couldn't run the ball that well. They were okay. I think they went away from it too early, probably because they couldn't stop nobody and they felt the need to pass. But we should have Baby back next week, but that's not why we lost. We lost because the better team won, and Dallas' defense is not good, people. So we can't get pass rush.
Isn't Overshown coming back there? Game?
Not next game. No, he'll be back for the Raider game. But again, how much you putting on the kid?
Overshown and Ravel. However you say his name.
Yeah, Ravel's a rookie. I'm not counting much on him, honestly, Hallie. I think anything you get you can't count on these guys.
They were saying on Mark's channel. Don't even play Overshown or keep him
Nah, that's
On the
dumb.
shelf.
out for the rest of the
That's,
year.
nah, that's dumb.
But
Sorry, I don't know who said that, but they don't know what they're talking about. He's
Mark said that.
well, there you go. Then he don't know what he's
Well, there
talking
it is.
about.
well,
Again,
Mark can walk
I don't
away.
care. He's the same guy.
Allie, they were talking already about trading your quarterback.
I know. I didn't hear the last 5-10 minutes of the conversation. I got up. I had to do a couple of things.
Again, the man wants to play, Joe DeMasi. If he's healthy, you play. This is the NFL. This isn't, well, we want to protect him. No, you need to see if he can stay healthy because he's due a contract soon.
Well, that's what I was going at with it. Is if you don't have stats, how can you really gauge what you're worth come contract time?
Exactly.
You got to go in there and you got to go in there and play. You got to perform.
And
You got to have solid numbers to back up your agents
and stay healthy.
point.
That's the thing.
Right.
If you,
Absolutely.
he has to play. For all accounts, he's better off. You dare we say it, but speed wise on the gun, he hasn't lost a step. The dude is a tireless worker. Now Ravel, that's a different story. If he's coming back and I wouldn't rush him back. He's a rookie. Look what happened to Kalen Carson last year. Dude played with an injured shoulder and he's shook. I don't know if he'll ever play. He's been healthy for 2 weeks and he hasn't gotten in the game. We're playing guys that are lining you 7 yards up off the ball. I don't understand. But Ravel, fine. But Overshown, if he's healthy, play him. You need to find out what you got. He's shown flashes, but he's also shown that he'll hit the wrong gap. How is he going to fit in this scheme? Do you do what Loyal says and replace the coordinator after the year? They're not going to do it now. Right, Loyal? They're not going to do it now. What's the sense of doing it now?
Yeah, they're going to end up doing that.
He's not in his seat.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not in his seat.
At the end, it's got to be at the end, and it gets too late now to be changing people.
Yeah. Listen, at the end of the day, you got to take your hat off to the better team.
If you're gonna get rid of the defensive coordinator, I'd be about doing it in the middle of the season. I know it's not the Joneses because of payments and all that kind of stuff, but if you get this defense at least, I think it's one of those ones where you're like, okay, that person is gone. Now we can really go and do what we want to do. You may get something out of that. You may get something past the last ranking defense. But I mean, at least something to run through the rest of the season. I don't know.
I'll be careful with that because we tried that in 2023 and that shit just backfired on us.
But that's what I'm saying, though. If you're not sticking with him next year, then what is the point for the rest of the season? That's what I'm saying.
Because
I understand that whole point,
defense.
but
I think that's what's gonna happen with us there, Phil, because our team's ridiculous. Something's got to be done. Somebody's head got to roll.
Yeah, but here's the difference, though, Jesse. I hate to say it, but you have an abundance of talent on defense. You should be better. Once we traded our best player, yeah, we got maybe 3 players that are going to stay, like 3 impact players. Outside of Bland, Kenny, Clark, and I don't know, somebody give me another name that is an absolute. Obviously, like some of the young edge rushers, fine, but other than that, we don't have a lot. What's up, Randy McIntyre? How you doing today, brother?
I'm doing all right. Just been listening to all this stuff going on.
What did you think?
Well, I think that I knew what was going to happen during the game before it happened. Our defense is just God bad. I mean, it's just bad. And I don't want to waste draft picks right now.
No.
Because unless you're doing it for next year because.
Well, that's the thing. Phil brings up a point. Yeah, like if you're going to get a guy who's going to under contract, but like
yes,
rumor is they called the Bengals for Hendrickson. Okay, well he's out of contract. I mean, what are you going to do with Hendrickson? The Eagles should be going after Hendrickson. You know what I mean? Like a team who's locked in and going to make a playoff run. Why would you give up any asset for a guy who you're just going to have to turn around and pay a lot of money to? The Eagles can afford it because they're leading the division by multiple games, and they're poised to make a run. Yeah.
See
And
Brian
the other
Kelly
thing I
just
wanted
got
to
fired.
point out, the other thing I wanted to point out is, if you're losing by 20 points, Pickens, you don't need to be making these facial things going on. That
Oh,
looks
geez.
bad.
Who's that?
That looked bad. Pickens was making
Pickens.
facial
Oh,
things on the
God.
field when he was catching the ball and they were down by 20 something.
He's just front running. I mean, that's just
Yeah,
clown
that's
shit that clowns do.
yeah. Unfortunately, Randy, a lot of players do that. It's not.
Yeah, it just bothers me.
Yeah, I know, but the days
It's
of
not old school, Randy.
Yeah,
It's
It
not old
bothers me
No.
when you're losing and you're doing that. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
never. Yeah, like
That's
when
what I'm saying.
if we're losing and we make a big play, shut the hell up and give the ball to the ref and just go back to the huddle.
Yeah.
Or go to
That's
the
it.
sideline or whatever. I don't want to see though just because you made a play. Like that's just stupid shit to me. I hate
Yeah.
it when
Yeah,
Yeah,
he should have
anyone does
took
it.
What's
Pickens.
scary
He
is
should have took Pickens. Pickens was not Pickens. CD over there. He should have took clues from him. He was sitting on the bench. Oh, he was so upset.
but
That and that's the way Pickens should have been.
what's scary about Pickens is you feel like you throw him the ball, he's going to catch it 9 out of 10 times.
He is.
So I think they need to get him the ball more. So,
Mhm.
like again, that play early on, I understand what Phil's saying. He's the quarterback. I'm just I'm a mailman. So I mean, but I'm just saying, if I'm Dak Prescott, right, and they're playing a zone in the red zone, Phil, which is even tighter, right? You got the goal line as a defender, and I just feel like you throw it up. It was third down. Just throw it up to Pickens on that scrub. Or I don't know if it was Riley Moss at the time, but regardless, just throw it up. I just feel like he's going to make the play more times than not. But
You need to sign Pickens. That's what you need to do.
Again,
he's going to want big money. He's going to want big money, and that's the
what I'm
problem.
saying.
Everybody says let's go sign him, but I mean, with the numbers that he's stacking up, he's making a case that he's going to want what CD's making, and I don't know if Jerry's going to want to pay that.
I don't know that. Honestly, though, Rob, I know that may happen. I don't think he's going to get that. I think it'll be just slightly less, maybe 32, somewhere in that area.
Are you saying from Dallas?
Who's going to pay him? No, I'm like we could step out. Let's assume it's not Dallas, and he his history, right? And once he gets the money, he may revert back. I think we all have to be cognizant that he's being on his best behavior.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't disagree at all with that.
So who on the
Denver,
top of your head, who might want him?
Denver could use him since Bo Nix is on a rookie contract. Patriots since May's on a rookie contract.
How about the Giants?
We'll take him. Shit, but I don't know
especially now that what's his name is on a
Malik
Jackson Dart's on a rookie contract. I mean, he's going to get overpaid
because there is a school of thought, people, that one of the schools of thought, Rob, is that there's not just re-signing, there's re-signing, there's let go and get compensation, there's trade at the deadline this year, which I don't see that as much, but that's an option. They're talking about it. These front offices, that's what cracks you up, and he goes, well, he's not for sale. For the right price, anybody's for sale.
Yep.
I got news for you, including AJ. I don't. Again, they even said it again this morning. They're not looking to trade AJ, but if you give a 1 and then something, maybe they're not offering 1. You know what I'm saying? You saw the Eagles' offense today. If you got the right compensation, you'd be stupid not to. That's just my opinion.
Well, I said that, if you recall. I said, if we trade AJ, we made the moves for depth at the wide receiver position to really not miss a beat, since we're not really utilizing him to the fullest extent anyway. I mean, we're still going to be a run-first team, and then Devontae will be our number 1, and he is the number 1. So, with Dotson at the Z, and then if you put Mechie that we just traded from
draft one
the Texans,
or whatever,
draft one in the slot.
Hey, Rob, we'll give you Neil and Russell Wilson.
All I'm saying
give
is
me
I don't
Burns and you could
expect
have
AJ
AJ.
to be traded.
Oh no! Don't touch my Burns.
I'm not expecting AJ to be.
I don't either.
But what I'm saying is, if it's not like, of course they're going to say that, just like they said that about Max Crosby, and then literally right after that, he said he's very much can be traded to the right team. So we'll see. I mean, it's going to be interesting. As we come down the stretch here, Eagles are on a bye this week.
Yeah.
Okay, Eagles are on a bye. Dallas is home against the Cardinals.
I think we're on a bye too.
Let me look. Let's look up the schedule. So, Phil, how was soccer?
Actually, pretty eventful.
No, sorry, I wasn't looking at
the
Zoom screen. Sorry.
Yeah, there was like a parent fight and everything kind of thing.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Nice. So week 9.
Did you take a bet? Which parent was going to win?
Was it a cat fight?
No. No, it was just more, just enough to get the officials involved and all that,
No, the Giants are home against the Niners at 1:00.
Onward, upward.
What's that? Come on, brother.
I know. I just got finished getting an ass whooping.
The Commandos play Sunday Night Football home against Seattle.
That's a loss.
And Dallas is on Monday night at home against the Cardinals. So, assuming Dallas can win that, they go to 4-4-1 going into the bye. Okay, Commanders probably. I don't know who you picking tonight, guys. Or tomorrow night, Washington or
no,
That ain't a question.
KC going to destroy
them. Think of
Kansas.
Think of this: the Commanders are going to be 3-5 going into next week, where they're home against Seattle.
What's the count, Hallie? What's the count? Momo's count now.
That could be 3-6.
He hadn't said anything.
Really
He's too scared to make a prediction now.
Are getting way out right now. So Eagles are 6-2. So again, it's they're a full 2.5 games ahead of Dallas. I mean, again, I didn't think we were going to win a division. I just thought Washington would be better. Interesting times.
For some Momo, I told you he heard that foo-foo.
But when you look around the NFC, right? When you look around the NFC, just some of the NFC standings. Eagles are 6-2, followed by Dallas and Washington at 3-4. Well, Dallas 3-4-1. Giants at 2-6. Green Bay 4-1. Detroit 5-2. Chicago lost today. That was big. 4-3. Tampa Bay 6-2. Eagles got the tiebreaker over them. And then you got Carolina at 4-4. Then you got Seattle at 5-2, with the Rams at 5-2, with the 49ers at 5-3. I think the Niners have an easy schedule, but Eagles hold the tiebreaker against the Rams. Eagles are looking good right now.
Yeah, no, we are.
The only thing that can hurt the Eagles is themselves, I think, at this point.
I was just going to say. Sorry,
man. I'll shut up. I'm giving all.
No, you're right. No, me and you are on the same wavelength with that. I mean, to me, if we start to crumble, it's going to self-inflicted. It's going to be self-inflicted.
Yeah, I think those are the most frustrating, aren't they?
Yeah, for sure.
How many times you'll watch a team like Dallas? Well, lately, lose, right, and then you may. And the team that or even if it's not Dallas, so let's say it's somebody else, they lose, and then you go and play, and you don't get the job done. It's like it was there for you, you just let it go. So we'll see. There's a lot of games to be played. It's just we'll see. It seems like a lot of teams are getting beat up right now, and it's going to be who could stay healthy.
Top 5, here we come.
Yeah, that's why I'm thankful for our bye week coming up now with Jurgens being hurt and AJ's hamstring, if that's truly what it is and everything. So we could use this bye week.
Yeah, it was a good time, I think, for the Eagles.
Yeah.
Michael Haba, how did the Cowboys defense get so bad game time? Michael, well, listen, when you trade your best player 9 days before the start of the season, and then you just expect everybody else to step up.
Injuries.
No, I'm not blaming injuries. We
I
have
think
young guys.
it's been accumulating over the last 2 years though, because you let a lot of good players go the year before.
New defensive
as well.
scheme, right? New defensive scheme. I think that's fair. You got to say, okay, do you have the pieces to run the scheme? That's why loyal. I don't think we're gonna actually get rid of him. I don't think we're gonna get rid of this defensive coordinator. I think they're going to try and make it work. He is a good defensive coordinator, but he needs his pieces. I mean, you need some pieces, right? Tanner McKee Monday. Tanner McKee deserves better. Why you say that? Nah,
Wow.
man. Nah. I've been saying it as long as the season. Let this marinate and see who comes out. Yeah, I agree, Jimbo. I agree. But we're also not going to overlook the obvious. And Dallas defense stinks, right? So, and Dallas's offense showed you they're not good enough to go up against a number. I'll even say top 5 defense on the road and win.
Well, you did call, Brian. You did call Denver going to be might close to the Super Bowl.
I did, and Rob was on. I think Phil and Rob were both on that hill a little bit. We kind of saw it. Phil loves Bo Nix, by the way, even though he's acting like he don't. He loves him. He loves Bo Nix. I like
got
Bo
a hidden
Nix.
jersey.
Hayden is just a damn good coach. I mean, he had a plan. He took a lot of slack when they got rid of.
You would know because you live in the town, dude. It was so bad. It was so bad. He was getting lit up, right?
Yep. The people wanted his head and wanted him fired, and and then when they pretty much got rid of Russell Wilson, he took a lot of flack for that on how much we traded for him, and then how much we lost as far as cap. Not we, but Denver lost as far as cap wise. Like they took a big cap hit getting rid of him. And he had a vision, and he's nailed it. He got the right quarterback for the system, and he's got a damn good defense.
Yes, he does.
Alex Singleton had, I think,
anybody wants to hop in, there's the link.
And he was a former Eagle, so it's good to see Singleton doing good out here in Denver. He played a good game today.
And we got. I think we have a good coach too, Rob A. But I just think that our fucking owners, man, they won't let us. They won't let us do anything. They will not let us. No matter what we try to do, they shoot it down because they want credit for everything. And that's the problem with Dallas.
Well, I think they get too high on their supply. They get too. No offense, Bruce. They get too high on their supply. They get too excited when they beat bad to mediocre teams, and there are week to week.
There's some YouTubers that are out there that are like that too.
I know.
You stay level, but there's some pump their chest out.
But they're getting all the views, and they're getting all the.
That's true too.
Love seeing the Eagles improve over the past 8 games, culminating into a balanced run and passing game going into the bye. Got a lot to build on. Yes, Linda, that's what the goal is. But I think a lot of that, to your point, Rob, is, I haven't done a recorded post game. Maybe I'll start doing them again. Even after this, I could record something, but. Yeah, my losses would get big views, so they like to see his misery, so that's fine. I mean, it is what it is.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you, the only way the Muppets
it is.
It
is if the ghost of Christmas future goes and haunts him. That's the only way Jerry and Steven change your way. Other than that, they ain't doing shit because they feel like we don't have to answer them.
Well, I'm worried the other way, though, Loyal. I'm worried that they are going to do something. Stupidly.
Yeah, stupidly, but they're not going to do anything better.
You mean to jeopardize the?
I feel like they're going to do something
future
stupid.
Of the franchise. Yep.
Well, I mean, what would be stupid? I'm not here to say they
giving up our
first
round pick for a no name for a bum.
Well, again,
somebody that they think is good, but then they're really not.
Well,
and then they put this laugh at
They're
him.
talking about Max Crosby and Jeff Jeffrey Simmons and Quinn they're talking about those. None of those guys are bums.
No.
So
I wouldn't mind Crosby, but I'm not gonna give him
at the right price. At the right
Well, my
price. You
thing
can't
is-
I would give him a first and a second.
I don't want what Wade Walker wants. I don't want them to go out and get some 36-year-old guys that are good that we have to give up a 5th-round pick. I don't need to do that. Just go out and give me a guy who's going to be on the team for the next few years that can build with the defensive coordinator. If not, then don't make a move. I don't mind going out and getting a big name. I don't, but I don't need a DeMario.
Exactly. No, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, what's the point of that?
That's the type of stuff they would do.
He's not a
They would
difference
trade
maker
for
this
him
year anyway.
for a 1-year deal. They would do something.
I don't
stupid.
want that though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
To me, he
Then we'd have
belongs on
another
a team
controversy.
who's
Let's re-sign this guy.
a guaranteed playoff. If I knew right now, if we had 2 more wins, and I'm like, all right, we're sitting here, we're making the playoffs. Now it's like, okay, it's going to be tough to make the playoffs. Which
Hold on, Sig Maps is a hater. I'm not saying Max Crosby would get us in the Super Bowl this year, but at least now we could go in the draft and have something
One
to
of the building blocks. Yep, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Loyal.
That's a piece of the puzzle. I'm not
Right.
saying we're going to be. I'm not one of those guys that say, "Oh, we signed Max Crosby. We're going to
better
the
not
Super Bowl."
draft another taco. That's the thing, Michael. I'm not against going out and getting a guy, but he needs to be a part of the team for the next 3 years in the Dak Prescott window. Okay. There are things that built. I mean, listen, the offense is good. It didn't play good today. We only scored 24 points. That's not good enough. I mean, but
good football.
if you have a top 10 to 15 defense, maybe it's a 1-score game, but we don't. So it wasn't. Mozzie Smith needs to go, man. I'm tired of looking at him.
Denver is a Super Bowl contender in the AFC, I believe. They are a Super Bowl contender. I put them right there.
That's what I said. That's what Brian said.
I put them right there at Buffalo and the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They're right there.
Mm-hmm.
They're a Super Bowl contender.
You know, it's another one, Loyal, a sleeper. New England.
Yeah, New England's been playing.
Yep,
yeah,
that's a
and I
good
didn't
one.
like
That's a
Drake
good one,
May.
Justin.
I did not like Drake May.
Oh, he's playing some good
I
ball. I
know.
watched
He plays
of
a
that.
mean
God
ball.
damn, he's playing some good ball.
Damn.
You gotta give credit to Sean Payton. He did the same thing Andy Reid did. Andy Reid made the Eagles good, took them to the Super Bowl, and then he put the Chiefs, made the Chiefs good, and they won several Super Bowls. And I believe that Sean Payton can do the same thing with Denver.
We don't have that many high-priced contracts on defense, Drew. I'm not sure.
Hey, Brian, Unk's here.
I know. I let him in. We're 30. Sorry, D. I don't know how long you were waiting. I didn't see you were waiting. We're over 30 million under the cap, and once we start getting rid of once Diggs is off our. Just to let you know, once Diggs is gone post June 1, we'll gain another 15 million. Again, that's not a problem, people. Stop worrying about our salary cap, brother. That's not a problem. They're going to use most of their picks to draft defense. We got plenty of money if we wanted to sign Pickens and bring in a high-priced guy. Again, Crosby, the highest his salary is over the next 3 years is only $28 million. That's nothing. So, and they could restructure if they wanted. But I'm just saying, I don't want to go out and get all these older guys for what? Why are you giving me DeMario Davis? It's stupid.
Right.
It's just like teams that are absolutely in, should make those moves. That's the idea. And Howie has enough picks. He should be able to do it. We'll see if he does it, but he has enough picks to fling around to be able to do it. I'm actually okay to see Tanks Bigsby actually do something because you gave up a decent pick, but now they're starting to get him integrated in the offense.
Right.
Your thoughts on that? I thought he looked decent.
He looked very explosive. He was hitting those holes quick, and he was. And you're right. What did we give up for him? Was it a fifth?
I'm not sure.
I don't recall, but I mean, he had an 11 yard average today. I mean, that's kind of an anomaly, but nonetheless, I mean, he was taking advantages of the carries that he was given. So he went 9 carries for 104 yards with a long of 29. So that's pretty good. It shows our investment is paying off if he could stay healthy and engaged and continue to make an impact.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. In return for Bigsby, the Jaguars got a 2026 fifth round draft pick and a 2026 sixth round. So a 5 and a 6.
Yeah, that's good. It's good value.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's their comp. I don't know. I don't know the extent of it. Of what it is, but. Yeah, man. It's just a frustrating game. Not totally surprising. From the Cowboys' standpoint, we that was on the table. We obviously predicted. Predicted a closer game. I still think it had a chance to be if Dallas would have got their head out of their ass early on and actually put up touchdowns. It could have, but I don't think that defense was stopping them. They look locked in. That's what I was afraid of, Jesse. I think they got right in the fourth quarter of your game last week, and they just rolled. They just. I was a little concerned. I'm like, they may just come out hot. Look at our mess.
That's what I said. Hit them hard, fast, early, or else you're gonna get steamrolled, and that happened, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But such is the circle of life. Onward to first round pick.
Well, again, you won a couple games. So looking at the standings, got the Jets are below you. Miami's got 2 wins. Cleveland, Baltimore, they only have 2 wins. Tennessee has 1 win. The Raiders have 2 wins. So you're in competition.
Hell yeah!
So the New Orleans Saints only have a win, and Arizona has a 2. So again,
Arizona's had our number as of late. So
yeah, Kyler Murray, he's coming back this week. He's never lost at AT&T.
Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Krabs.
But I think that we are a 6 to 8 win team this year. 8 if we're lucky. But I'd say
you're being nice, Loyal. I think we're about a 5 or 6.
Uncle Charles, what's up? Are you in the house or what, brother?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you now.
Let me say this because I'm gonna say this, Brian. You have to go to certain shows to kind of get yourself kind of calm down, and that's why I come over here because I listen to y'all, and it'll kind of pretty much put me in another frame of mind. But I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this, and I mean this with the total utmost respect to the Dallas Cowboys. Let me explain something to you. What are y'all doing, man? You can't even string 2 games together to call it a streak, but yet still, you lose on the road, you win at home. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to y'all, and it's got to do with what's going on with the Cowboys. I had a friend of mine had a wound on his arm. I said, hey man, you need to go get that taken care of. 3 days later, he was picking with that arm. I said, see, you picking with that arm again. You need to go to the doctor. 7 days later, I seen him, and he ain't have but 1 arm. Now he ain't got 1 arm to scratch his ass with. This is what it is. See, I don't have to look at something 7 times to say something is wrong. All I got to look at it is 1 time. Let me tell you something. You can't go get 2 guys from 7-Eleven to go out there and play corner and say, you can't do that. You might as well when you got 2 crackheads. The ball already small. It already look like a piece of crack. They'd have picked off every ball in that game. I'm going to tell you that right now. I am sick and tired of it. You see, people say, well,
They love you in here, brother. They love you.
I'm not giving up. I'm just giving up. Look, if I want to watch a horror movie, they got a late night special tonight called The Werewolf. I'm going to watch that instead of this horror movie I just saw. This is what I'm talking about. I am sick and tired of it. Now, I don't know what Jerry is thinking. Frankly, I don't care. Because if you ever try to figure out what Jerry was saying, you'll go check yourself into a mental hospital. Damn Jerry, you'll go say, no, I don't need y'all to take me. I'll check my own self in. Listening to him. So this is what we're gonna do, and this is my final talk. This is my final chapter. I am not. I'm not gonna keep on watching these people until my blood pressure go 220 over 150. I'm not gonna do it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in there and say a nice little warm prayer eat me a nice little steak dinner, and I'm going to bed. And I'm gonna try to forget I saw this horror movie tonight. I'm gonna try to forget it. And like I said, I'm gonna be coming back over here to the show where I can get my peace and let somebody just talk to me that know what the hell they talking about. Because evidently, Jerry and them they don't know. So you can't, let me tell you something, man, you cannot keep patching a bald head tie. Sooner or later, you're gonna be done ran through Taco Bell and kill some people. So you can't keep doing that. I appreciate you, Brian. I appreciate you. And
Listen,
I'll be
man.
back. I'll be
We
back,
need
man.
you back every week, win or lose. That's
Well,
the
I will
thing.
come, win or lose. I'm gonna come on. I'm gonna come on, win or lose. But that's not gonna stop me from watching the midnight special. It ain't gonna stop. I appreciate you, baby.
All right, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Uncle Charles. Uncle Charles. There he is.
Thanks, Unks.
It's again, we are fans first. Let me repeat that, Bruce Banner. We are, or at least I am. I'm a fan first. And no offense to Momo, but Uncle Charles knows what he's talking about, Bruce Banner. He actually knows the game of football. Not that Momo don't, but as far as names and recall and what he's watching and, come on, man. Just listen to him. He knows what he's talking about. And he shows the passion. He's just not bringing passion to bring passion. He's bringing passion with actual thought behind it. So that's what's important. But I could speak for myself. I am a fan first, but I'm not going to let my fandom cloud, listen, I never said I'm always right. I predicted a 33-31 win. I had them losing all year, just like the Bear game, and my fandom sucked me in. Don't ever listen to my Dallas Cowboys prediction if you're putting money down, that's for sure. But normally I'm pretty good with everybody else that I'm not emotionally attached to. Uncle Charles speaks what a lot of us are thinking, right, Hallie? It's like,
Oh yeah.
Like when it's bad, it's real bad. Yeah, that's the problem. When it's bad, it's real bad.
Yeah, and he's right, because if you see it, you need to have it addressed instead of letting it keep going or listen to somebody else.
There's actually a show coming on tonight that I'm going to watch on HBO Max called Welcome to Derry.
Yeah, but it's not a. It's
kind of reminds me of Jerry Jones.
Yeah,
Jerry
Welcome to Derry. Yeah, it's the it. It's the it.
The It, all right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. The It movie, but it's a show. Game Time is a fan, and all of the season really hits when they start playing. Yeah, Twiz. That's why I don't really like. It may be better for the channel, I guess, if I live stream the games again. But you got too many of these guys live streaming the games now. They're doing channel member Zoom calls, so like they stole my idea, so that's fine. It is what it is. It is what it is. But Eagles 3, yeah, Game Time, and his feelings ain't doing too good this year. Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Again, listen. I put up.
Got that steam off a little bit every now and then.
I put a lot of money into going to Dallas last year in the Eagle game, and that was over before it started. So I look at it this way: Dallas wins next week. They're 4-4. It's not about catching the Eagles right now. I mean, it's about getting our act together. And I just don't see the defense getting better, people. D, go ahead. Or whoever. Randy?
Thank you.
Well, what I was going to say is I don't see this team getting any better. I'm like Loyal. I think this team maximum 6-7 wins if we're lucky. This is the worst defense on the Cowboys I've ever seen in my 60 years of watching football. The worst.
That was my pick, Obi-John. 33-31 is not.
Oh,
that's not a guarantee.
Brian, for the last 30 to 45 minutes, I've been trying to will myself not to just cry. Like, I am 29 years old. I just want to see this Cowboys team get to and win a Super Bowl just once.
Hang in
we
there,
can never have both, it seems like, in my time. We can't have a bad game on offense because we don't have a defense that can just help you out. I'm not absolving Dak or the offense because they didn't play their best today. I'm not. But the thing is, if you have a much better defense, you don't always have to play your best. You don't. And it's like I've been sitting here. I'm still in my work clothes. I want to cry so bad. But it's like they're not even worth it, but I still want to cry so bad. So bad.
Well, Again, I knew it was a possibility today. It seemed like they were trying to. Yeah,
It's like the first quarter. I feel like we were shooting ourselves in the foot. It wasn't Denver. It was us. Like those penalties, those stupid penalties. We killed our own
That's
drive.
coaching there.
It wasn't deep. It wasn't defense.
That's coaching.
It was.
As much as I love Schottenheimer, that's on him.
They kept jumping.
That's on him.
Kept jumping. The false starts. Everything.
Yes.
It was just everything. This honestly could, even if we still have lost, this could have been a different game had we not shot ourselves in the foot that first quarter.
As much as I like Schottenheimer.
And so do I. But still, that's coaching. That's all on
coaching. You cannot do that against a good team. You may be able to get away with it with some of these other teams, but not against Denver. So
like your defense actually got an interception.
Bobby says you may see one before 50. There you go. So that's another shot at you.
I know y'all are trying to make me feel better in the
comments.
No,
he wasn't. Bobby was not trying to make you feel better.
Oh, I think you said Rob. I'm sorry. That's Bobby.
D, have faith, D.
The last time Dallas won a Super Bowl, I was a senior in high school and I had hair.
Wow. It's not easy to win a Super Bowl.
Last time
I was skinnier.
I think they won a Super Bowl the last time.
The internet was just becoming a thing then.
Hey, I was in a horror movie watching you guys win every single damn Super Bowl. So
I'm just like, I'm 29. I'm just like, we can't
hang in there, girl. Hang in there.
We can't even have a mid defense right now. I'm tired of seeing this every week. Like I said, I'm not absolving the offense at all, but still, I can't watch this every week.
Well, as much as I'm not a fan of Micah.
I'm not absolving the offense for nothing, but I said we shot ourselves in the foot in the first quarter.
Yeah, you're right.
I feel like had we not shot ourselves in the foot in the first quarter, this could have been a different game.
I think it could have been too. They needed to keep
even
the
if
ball.
we still would have lost.
Yeah,
we still would have been more competitive than had we just not. Like, it wasn't Denver's defense; it was us in the first quarter.
Jesse said, "I like us to lose with some dignity." The way we lost today was just plain out embarrassing.
That was just embarrassing. Embarrassing.
I mean, they might as well have been at the defense. Might as well have been at the Diddy party the way they played.
That was ridiculous, man.
They just got murdered. They got pounded.
Mavs D. The haters. It's Dak, y'all. He only plays well when it don't matter. This is why I said what I said a few weeks ago when I got into it with Ultra Cowboy. We were going back and forth. I'm like, and he was upset that I wasn't more of a rah-rah Dallas, meaning they're going to go to the Super Bowl. Again, I mean, if that's not what I believe. I told Drew the same thing. I'm not going to say anything I don't believe, and I said that at the beginning of the season. I think the offense could be good. I didn't think it could be this good. I wasn't sure about the defense. I thought it would be better than what it is. It's not. And then they go ahead and they trade Micah, your best and only real player on defense, consistent player, and he's not a complete player. I'm sorry, people. He's not good against the run. We heard that time and time again from the Eagles fans and other fan bases. But, he's a good front runner, I think. Is Rob still here or did Rob leave? I guess Rob left. Yeah. He's a good front runner, Micah. So when you lose that, you got to play as a team, and they're not playing as a team. You got too many guys on this defense that are trying to be solo. Like you saw Sam Williams not hold the edge against the run and try and go after the quarterback, and they ran right where he was at. It's frustrating. 2-5 in the playoff, guys. I hear it, but that's why I got in the argument, because I'm like, I'm not going to sit there and a fanboy about them until I want to let it. I mean, I want to give them a chance to be good. Right now, they're mediocre. I think when you have the number one offense and a 30th ranked or 32nd ranked defense, that's an average football team. So, who cares if Micah is not good against the run? The passing league, it's a passing league. Well, again, how did he do in the playoffs, Jacob? We didn't make Green Bay. Everybody's blaming that on Dak. He didn't help this situation, Jacob, but we didn't make the team punt all game against Green Bay. We did not make the Green Bay Packers punt in the playoff game. You're not going to win. It's your culture. Pickens celebrates while being down 20. But he's a new player. Sig Mavs D haters. He's a new player. So, again, he's trying to pump people up. I wouldn't say Pickens is the problem. Good
And
coaches
tired of hearing about
adjust.
Dak,
What's,
bro.
what's
I'm
that?
tired of hearing about Dak this, Dak that.
Yeah,
I'm tired of that.
that's the easy answer. Yeah.
Let me be clear. I am not absolving Dak from the 2 interceptions he had today. It was a bad game. We can criticize him. But him and his offense has been like the little reason we're not 0-8 right now.
Right.
The only reason.
Well, you see
he
what
wants
happens.
to stat pad. He wants to stat pad. No, he does not.
As soon as he has a bad game, then all these people come out and say what they say. It ain't gonna go away. You know, that's how it
because
is.
of interception on the month in 1 month when he hasn't had any. No. I'm tired of hearing about the shit. Like I said, him and this offense are the only reason we're not 0-8. The legit only reason we're not 0-8. I don't. Like I said, I'm not absolving the offense. Like I said, they didn't play good today. But don't give me that bullshit today. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Now,
it's like my Giants. A half a team doesn't win.
Yes, half a team. What? Number 1 scoring offense, and you can't have a bad game because your defense is so trash. You have one bad game. That's it. It's it. I can't do it. I can't. Like my fucking just nerves. I just can't do it.
I hear you. What time did you get done work? How much of it did you see?
Well, the thing is,
You were probably annoyed looking at that phone, like, what the?
Yes. I'm I didn't get off work till 6 o'clock, so I'm annoyed as hell looking at that phone.
Mm-hmm.
My manager, he's a Philly fan, so of course he's happy. They won today. That doesn't help me at all.
Yeah. If AD, I live in Philly, and my job, there's plenty of Philly fans. Trust me, I'm gonna catch hell tomorrow.
I'm like, look. Philly fans don't scare me. They don't hurt me. The Cowboys are the ones who can do it, and they did.
When I have guys like,
I'm just like, bro, like, come on.
Anyway, go ahead.
The only reason Stephen A. Smith has a job is because of how bad the Dallas Cowboys.
Of course,
we were good, and we were
not Stephen A. The other one too.
Stephen A. Smith would not have a job.
Skip Bayless.
Skip. I hear you, Xavier. I hear you.
Other than that, it's horrible.
I agree with you, Xavier Del Rio. I agree. Dallas needs a running game, and Dak needs a running game and a decent defense. Dak,
the thing is,
most quarterbacks do, though. That's the thing. But Dak definitely needs it.
And you know what, Brian? What I want to say too. The thing is, we have a running game this year, and I was really upset with Shoddy with some of his play calling today.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Especially when, listen, 4th down, I don't care if that means we're desperate. We have the worst defense in the league.
Yeah.
Go for it every time if we got to go 4th down. I don't care.
We were already getting our butts handed to us, so what else we got to lose?
Exactly. Just go for it. And I really like Shoddy. But like I said, I have to give it to him for this play calling today. It was not good. At all.
Eagles do. Stephen A. Smith sucks. I hate that dude.
We all hate him. I don't want to hear him. I don't want to hear him.
I'll tell you what's more frustrating. Not so much Stephen A. It's our owner who embraces Stephen A. just because he's talking about the Cowboys.
Oh, because yes, he loves Stephen A. Smith. I'm like, oh my gosh,
does just because, and that's he doesn't care about the fans. He's the billionaire that's sitting back raking in all the views when Dallas loses, right?
And the money. We could all ignore this.
Yeah, exactly. And most of the players don't care either. Let's be honest. They get they get in the shower, and as soon as the game's over, they're swapping jerseys. They don't care. It's the
Stephen
fans.
A. Smith shouldn't have a job because he's the most biased analyst.
I like Stephen A., but
everybody else just talking bad about their team. I mean, that's like if Troy Aikman was going to sit out there and say
he's running for president, man.
He does his job.
Hell yeah.
Got my vote.
All he does is bash the Cowboys, and he needs to be biased. If the other teams are playing like ass, he needs to talk bad about them too, not just the Dallas Cowboys.
Exactly.
Well, he walks in every Monday after a loss. He walks in with a cigar and a cowboy hat.
Exactly.
Slap him if I seen him.
You kill him, Roy. You'll kill him.
Slow down, Lil.
Well, what is
Uh-oh.
it? Oh,
That's what I'm
Oscar?
saying. I don't
Oscar, that was
understand.
you?
No, that's not Oscar.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Sounds like Frank's at it again, Brian.
Oh my gosh, that was disgusting. Like, bro.
So whoever
All
just
right.
put those names in that we knew, that's why they let you in. Why you let them in? You know, because you thought that's who they
Well,
were.
that's why, like, if you're a channel member, you automatically
Yeah.
get the link emailed to you. I just see now. I don't know how I can do it in the future because, you know.
Don't worry about it. I promise I'm gonna become a channel member. I keep putting it
Well,
off.
no, but that's I put it in here, but I have to know now. He's putting the actual people's name, but it wasn't Oscar's exact handle, right? It was a little
No.
different. So
That's when the numbers are. That's why the numbers are out for.
yeah. Okay. Well.
I can't.
Mm.
Like what was that? That's disgusting as hell.
All right. Well, let's just act like we didn't see it. Yeah. Brian, someone messing with you. I'm not trying to get in someone's. Yeah. Obviously, it wasn't you.
You
Oscar.
think? You think?
Really?
See, I don't look at the Zoom. It's over here, so I apologize. So.
Ugh.
I'm like, ew.
You didn't miss anything. Trust me.
Please. I wish I could have missed that. My gosh.
God, I'm
What's the-
still a little traumatized.
This is
That was
why
not
I did.
That was
Yeah.
not on my bingo card today.
Oscar, we know it ain't you, Oscar. We know it ain't you.
We know it wasn't you, Oscar.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go back and delete that. I'm gonna figure that out, and it is what it is.
Oh, you actually want to go to see that? Oh my God! Put some blinders, Brian.
All right. Yes, I did report him, but it is what it is. So, all right, everybody, we're gonna get out of here on that note. Dallas takes
Yeah, so
the
much for
L.
dinner.
Dallas gets blown out on the road.
I'm glad I already ate.
Yeah.
I catch my L too
I
now.
was going to eat. I don't know whose defense is worse, Dallas or Steelers. I'm going to go check that out
It's
now.
ours.
Bruce
Don't worry.
says that was Mark.
It's ours.
All right, everybody. I'll talk to everybody later.
All right.
See ya.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.